Hey guys, what is up? It is AngeredHippo here, and today I have the second part to the Black Ops 3 Freerun No Guns Challenge. So if you guys haven't seen the first part, it's on this channel, Fastest Gaming. It also has another upload on my separate channel, which I will put an annotation to on screen now. Anyways, guys, check that out first. It's very important. It's kind of like a try it yourself thing, and then this is if you want the answers after it. So, this is going to be showing you how to get past the force fields that you're supposed to shoot with the guns in Freerun. But anyways, you guys already know that, and let's get into it. So, taking a look at the first wall here, we have the first wall on the Freerun course Alpha. And we're going to be learning the first tactic here, which is going around. The important thing to note while going around is that you use as little boost as possible while you're going outwards and spend most of your boost going inwards. Now, when you first learn this, you will most likely mantle, but if you get the hang of it, you can eventually get on without mantling at all. And honestly, this one's pretty easy. You shouldn't have too much trouble. So at the second wall on the Freerun course Alpha, you'll have my personal favorite tactic, which we need to learn, which is basically mantling over the wall. So to do this, you're gonna get as high as you can on the wall, right here, and then you're gonna have to turn around and just keep going, up the wall slowly but surely by turning around and conserving your boosts. And then once you're at the highest point that you can, you want to spam A, and if you are high enough, you'll mantle over the wall. Honestly, I didn't even know you could do this, but now that I've seen it and now that I've used it, it's not that useful, but it's cool in this scenario, and I hope you guys enjoy it nonetheless. So let's go take a look at the third wall. So the third and final wall on Alpha is over here by the M8A7, and to be honest, this one was extremely difficult. We're still going to be mantling. However, the thing to note here is that you have a very small wall, so you have to conserve your boost as much as possible. So just take note of when I turn. I turn before I get my boost, and I turn before I boost, and then I boost once I get the maximum distance of it. The good thing about it is that the mantle is smaller, so you shouldn't have too much of an issue. Height-wise, if you're pretty close to the top, spam A and you should get over it no problem. So, you probably have mantling down by now, but let's go on to Sidewinder, and we're actually going to be using a different tactic, which instead of mantling over, we're actually going to be falling under. So, this is actually pretty easy. Similar to going around, you just want to make sure that you save all of your boost for on the way up. Obviously, you don't want to boost downward because that's not possible. But honestly, you can just mantle right on the other side of it. And in some cases, like, I don't know specifically about this case, it might be faster because you have 2 bullets. Probably not. None of these are probably much faster, except for the small few. But anyways, this one should be pretty easy, and hopefully you guys catch on quickly. So this next wall is another pretty simple wraparound. You just want to get as high up on this wall as you can. You probably don't actually have to get as high up as I did. You could probably just do your initial boost up there and then go around. Just make sure to remember to save all of your boosts for the way back in, and it should be pretty easy, and you shouldn't have any trouble. Now this final wall on Sidewinder is actually 2 walls in one. To get past this first wall, you can run on the left like I did here and completely avoid it. I have no clue what they were thinking when they built this, but whatever. And then you simply want to use your boost to go back and forth up this wall and get as high as you can, and then mantle over. It should be easy. You should have no problems. However, just fun fact, on the second side here, you could choose to either wall run on this third wall, or you could jump straight over to the ground like I do here. Does not matter. Alright, now we're on to Infected. In this first wall here, you're going to jump up on the left side of this wall run and just get as high as you can. And again, we're just going to be going around. However, this wall run, or not this wall run, but this wall is far away enough that you do have to use a little bit of boost before going back inward. But you should have enough to get back in, no problem. If you know how to strafe, you can do that to get back in there easier. But really, it should be no issue. Alright guys, so this second wall on Infected, well, the second wall per se, it's actually 3 walls in one, and it's extremely difficult in my opinion. So you're going to need to go as high as you can on this first wall here, spam A if you will, and then you're going to jump over to the second wall, but you're going to make sure that your boost is still regenerating. You want to use one swift jump straight to the left to get over here. Your boost should be about regenerated, and when you turn over to go backwards, you can boost to get a bit higher, and if you don't get all the way up, you're just doing the same thing backwards, and then when you go forwards for the second time, you can get your height. The mantle is not that high. We're going to be mantling, and it's not that high, so you don't have to worry about being at the tippy top. You just want to make sure that you're over towards the mantle, or towards the wall that you should be shooting, and that you have your boost. So once you climb on here, next thing you're going to be doing is we're basically just going to be boosting so that we're basically going to hit the top of the wall so we can mantle it. I've tried, you can jump over it, you know, so sometimes you'll fall over it. It's best to just mantle because it'll keep you up there. And then we're going to do the same thing for this third wall here, and then after that you're home free to just jump over on the ground on the other side. It's pretty hard, so just watch it again if you're having any trouble. My explanation may be terrible, but watch the gameplay and you should be able to see what you're supposed to be doing. So on this last barrier in Infected, what you're going to do is spam A so you'll get as high as you can on the right side of this wall run, and then you're going to jump out at the last second while your boost is still recovering, and once it's full, you're going to jump back inwards so that you get on the other side of this barrier. And then what you're going to do is you're going to jump at the last second again, and hopefully you'll either make it to mantle this this ground in front of us here, or you'll get just a tiny bit more boost and you'll be able to use it to again mantle there. It should be much easier than the 3 walls, but it's still a daunting task. And now we're on Blackout, the self-proclaimed expert free run. And I gotta say, these wall runs are extremely hard, except for this first one, luckily. So, this one's really easy. It's really similar to the first wall run on, was it Infected or Sidewinder, where we're just going around, and you don't even need to be on the top of the left side of this wall run, just as long as you're on it. You should really have no problem going around it. Just make sure to save your boost for the way inwards. Alright guys, so the second wall is fairly hard, I would say, but I think if I explain it well enough, you guys should be able to do it in a couple of tries. What we're going to do is spam A so we can be as high as we can on this first wall, and then we're going to jump and just use a tiny bit of boost after we've regained all of our boost when we turn to the right here. And then when we turn around this corner, we want to try to get all of our boost back, or as much of it as we can, and spam A so we get as high as we can on this wall. You can actually get higher. You could get to like the very top of this wall, but I didn't in this run, so it just proves that there is some room for error. But anyways, you're going to regain your boost as you're running along this wall, and you want to use just a bit of your boost when you go to this final wall and turn left to this wall that is parallel to the barrier. And then you're going to jump when you reach the very end of this wall, and just wait, and as you're jumping up, you should get the last little smidge of your boost that you used, and then you'll spam A, and you should be able to mantle. Now keep in mind that there is an invisible barrier right above. You can't mantle right above where you wall run that's parallel to the thing, like to the right of where I mantled here. But you should be able to get over it and then jump over no problem. And by no problem, of course, I mean tons of problems. I hated this one personally, but the next one's even worse. Now guys, keep in mind that I had to find all of these myself. I did not know any of these prior to it. It was part of the challenge for me, and hopefully part of the challenge for you guys to go try to find these things by yourself. Now, when I looked at this thing, it was like a door to a house, dude. There was no way around it. I was frightened, dude. I was like, this is the last one, and if it's not possible, then, I mean, like, the challenge is basically illegitimate in my eyes. Luckily, I found a way to do it, guys, and it is extremely hard, so let me try to take you through it step by step. So as you just saw here, you want to jump up and use about a bit more than half of your boosts by using 2 boosts. And then you'll land like about up on the top half of these arrows here on this wall run. Now you're going to get all of your boosts back, you're going to jump over to the left without using your boost, and then with 3 taps, you're going to try to go like around this wall and try to land on the very top of it, or as high as you can, and you'll still have about like 10-20% of your boost left, and that's important. You don't want to turn about where I'm turning, like a bit past this ledge, all the way out there. Yeah, guys, we're going all the way out there. And what you're going to want to do is jump, wait for that boost to come, use about a quarter in one boost, about a quarter in another boost, and then as you use that last half of your boost, you want to turn right so you turn inwards, and if you're lucky, you can mantle this wall, or not this wall, but mantle this floor and get up and skip a pretty big section. It's actually one of the ones that is actually faster than picking up the gun. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy the second part to the Black Ops 3 Free Run No Gun Challenge. It was made by me and War Machine 800, another member of Fastest Gaming, And if you guys did, go ahead and leave a like, and I hope you guys can do these yourselves and make use of them. There's a couple of them that can make your time a bit faster, but honestly, it's just for the fun of it. So I hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you guys next time.